Well, we come to a very special place today.
Yes, it's the 1620s house at Donington le Heath. And we're really looking forward to this one.
The house is situated in Donington le Heath, near the town of Coalville, and dates back to the 13th century, and is one of the oldest houses in Leicestershire.
Modernised in 1618, the house has been home to many families over its 700-year history. Most famous is the Digby family, who lived in the house for over 200 years.
One of the most famous Digby family members was Sir Everard Digby, who was hung, drawn and quartered for his part in the Gunpowder Plot.
Sir Everard's uncle, John Digby, owned the house at the time of his execution. John Digby had himself been imprisoned for 2 years in the 1580s on suspicion of involvement in the Babington plot against Queen Elizabeth I.
The house shows how people lived in the late Elizabethan and early Jacobean times, and the friendly and knowledgeable volunteers bring the history of the house and the families that lived here to life.
The house was left to a charitable trust in 1670, and between then and 1960 it was let out. Because the rent went mostly to charity, very few alterations were made to the house. The resulting lack of modifications preserved many 13th and 17th century features.
In the early 1960s, a local farmer bought the increasingly rundown site with an aim to renovate it. Instead, he moved his pigs into the house and barns.
Leicestershire County Council renovated the house between 1965 and 1972, and this ensured the survival of the building for future generations. And today the fully furnished house is set out as if the Jacobean Digby family from the 17th century had just left.
With a mixture of original and replica furniture and household objects that can be touched and used, with one exception: an ornately carved 4-poster bed connected with Leicester's Blue Boar Inn, at which Richard III is thought to have stayed just before the Battle of Bosworth, and is known as King Dick's Bed.
Outside, the beautiful gardens are laid out in fashionable 17th century style, which contain a wide range of fully labelled trees and plants, which explain their use.
The garden has a series of rooms which include working plant beds, herb and vegetable gardens, a heritage orchard, an ornamental maze, and wilderness areas.
There is also an old barn tea room with a range of drinks and cakes which can be enjoyed inside the ancient building or out on the terrace overlooking the herb garden.
Oh, what a wonderful place.
And we'll finish it in this lovely little flower garden.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.